Welcome to Will It Work? I'm Kevin. This is where we take a look at my game consoles and we see if they work. I believe I have the largest collection of game systems in the world when it comes to video games that are what I consider part of my criteria of what makes a video game. I don't include LCD systems, for instance, in terms of ones that don't make graphics, those little ones that just, had a little, like Game & Watch Nintendo game. I don't consider those video games. They're electronic games, they're great. They're electronic consoles even, that's fine. I just don't collect those. I collect video game systems, so they have to make graphics. They can have one or more games. They can take cartridges, not take cartridges. Tend to have, but don't necessarily collect variants. So I don't buy like 15 different kinds of PlayStations. I don't buy like 20 different types of Dreamcasts, that kind of thing. If I have a variant, I will of course include it in my collection, but it's not something that I'm trying to do. I'm trying to look for unique systems or systems that are architecturally different. For instance, early Pong systems, that sort of thing. Talk a lot about that in the first video. If you want to find out more about it, you could start this series from the beginning and see, hear about that. Anyway, today we're talking about the Mega Drive 4 Guitar Idol from Brazil, and it's made by Tectoy, which you can't see, but their name is over here. This is kind of an interesting one. It is, some people will tell you this is rare. I don't think it's rare, but I do think, and you'll hear me talk about this, as of, the date that this video is coming out in, which is late January 2022, these are probably fairly uncommon. You won't see them pop up on eBay very often. There are some guys reselling some newer Tectoy stuff. Occasionally you'll find a more obscure Tectoy item. Tectoy was an official Sega licensee in Brazil. They kind of dominated the market in Brazil for a number of years because they didn't have an official Nintendo licensee in Brazil. So these guys made a lot of Sega stuff specifically for the Brazilian market. And one of the interesting things, I think, especially with their Master System products and their Genesis products, is that they also created or paid people to make games specifically for Brazil. So there are Master System games and Mega Drive / Genesis games that are made by Tectoy and are unique. And in a lot of cases, the systems that they sell will come pre-packed with all the games that you could probably ever want, and kind of go from there. So the other thing that's kind of interesting, and you can kind of see an example of this here, is that they were still selling Sega, Genesis, and Mega Drive when other systems were more popular. So Guitar Hero, being very popular in the United States at one point, they decided to make their own version on the Mega Drive, and that's what this is. It gives you the guitar and the Mega Drive 4 and the two controllers. I believe it's saying here that it has 100 games built into it, 60 songs, and you can play cooperatively, and it also can be expanded with an SD card, and it can play MP3s. So that's more than what a regular Sega Genesis can do. Now the question is, I've never opened this, but I don't see here that there is a cartridge port on this, and we are going to open this up and try it. Now I will say, I don't know what outputs this has. If it's using RF, then it's probably potentially going to be in black and white. We did look at the Master System 3 collection, which did play in color. We can try this one and see if we connect it the same way. If we can get it in color, great. But if we see it in black and white, this isn't unusual because the Brazilian TV standards were different than our own. But let's go ahead and crack this open and see what we've got here. Well, let's look on the back really quick first. So we've got Crackdown, Sonic 3, Cyber Police ESWAT, Altered Beast, Golden Axe 3, Chase Headquarters 2, Bonanza Brothers, Echo Jr., World Championship Soccer, Growl, what the heck that is, Shinobi 3, Sonic Spinball, Decap Attack, and Alex Kidd in the Enchanted Castle. And then there's a whole lot of games listed here. But you can find things like this Canheo, Bolhas, Bombieros, Dominio Territorio, Domino, whatever. Sorry, Spanish or Portuguese people. Yep, don't speak the language. But, you know, and then you can find games that probably were not released on the United States or even the Japanese versions of the Genesis that I'm aware of, such as like The Sims 2 here. There's probably other ones on here. Batal Naval, Battle Golfer, Bill Bolha. So, yeah. So there's a lot on here that you will just not be able to find. Yeah. Emulation-wise, of course, you can go out onto the websites and find all these things, throw them on an SD card, play them on your emulator. Probably not going to have a plastic guitar that's going to connect to your emulator, but you probably don't care too much about that. But if you're a collector, like I am, unique titles like this are really cool and really rare. It's pretty neat. All right, but we'll have to see if it works and what kind of condition this thing is in. So let's pop it open. This was not cheap, by the way. This ran me almost, with shipping and everything, about $500. So that gives you some idea of where a Brazilian system like this sits on the rarity and cost scale. I don't want to break it. This is a package. Put the stuffing in there, make sure it arrives okay. Kind of packing job. We have our plastic guitar. Let me zoom out. I can't really zoom out much further, but I can raise it up a little bit. So we've got the action whammy bar, a couple of buttons. It's in good shape, actually, considering these things can get beat on pretty hard. I'm sure batteries probably go in back here. Yeah, a guitar strap of some sort maybe for this. Don't know. Probably not included. But yeah, interesting. Guitar idle. Okay. It has a whoop. Sorry. Just trying to see what the plug is on here. So that's a standard 9-pin plug. So you could probably play that on, you know, play this with a regular controller if you could figure out where all the buttons are. The only thing would maybe be questionable is that whammy bar or something. So we have your standard red and yellow. This is probably a universal 220 or 110 because of the strange thing with power over there in Brazil. But we'll have to check the back of the unit. Now this thing feels super light. I mean, this feels like, wow, this feels like nothing. Which I guess I'm not surprised. Most of the Tech Toys stuff is emulated. I don't know if all their systems were emulated. You know, from the very beginning when they started licensing out the systems, but they're all using some sort of emulation to make this work. So it does take an SD card, which is interesting. And then it has the composite and mono sound coming out. Kind of unfortunate that it's mono sound when it can play MP3s, but then again, it's a Genesis, and the fact that it can play MP3s, you know, the original Genesis, no way could that play a modern MP3. So there must be some sort of helper processor in here, or, you know, it's running on some sort of ARM processor that's got enough muscle to emulate and do the MP3 thing. And then we've got a couple of standard, looks like 9-pin, probably, yeah, 6-button controllers. Pretty generic. Feels okay though. They probably work okay, but not micro switched or anything. Toy. So likely these are the original ones that came with, which is cool. Mega Drive 400 games. It's funny because you can still buy from Tectoy if you live in Brazil. You can order up a Master System Evolution, which comes with like 150 or 200 games on it, etc. And it works fine. Now this should say voltage. It says microprocessor is an MC6800. I doubt that. I mean, it's probably what it's emulating, but I kind of doubt. It says it has 9 channels of audio, 512K bits of RAM, or video RAM, 570K bits of RAM. It says cores. There's 512 cores. Who believes that? That's not a thing. But yeah, it runs on 110 or 220 volts, which is normal. It's a 3-watt system. Interesting. Interesting. I would like to crack this open and see what's inside it in terms of processor. I might do that at some point. I'm just curious. Let's go ahead and move this out of the way. We don't need to unwrap the other controller. It's just me. Put this on my dirty ass carpet from all these consoles. It started out kind of clean. After a year of opening and looking at hundreds of game consoles, this is where we end up. Let's go ahead and wire it up. And I have one more Tectoy system. Now, depending on how I post these, I plan to have 2 Mega Drives and 2 Master Systems and this one Mega Drive. And I plan to, I would like to put them in kind of an order, but I don't know if I'll do that by the time I end up posting them. Depends on the order of which things fall. Okay, hold on, I gotta move this one box of stuff that needs tape, so I can then get my gigantic ass up converter out here. Okay, then we're going to plug this in. I'm going to do it on the 110 to be safe and see how that goes. All right, here we go. Power on. I'm always waiting for things to just explode when I turn that on. It's like 3,000 volts or some shit. And then let's hit power. Okay, we got a power light. And let's see if we get some output here. We got some output. All right, let's switch over to the video side and let's see what we got on this thing. Here we go. Okay, we're looking at the Tectoy Mega Drive 4 Guitar Idol. It's 100 Super Jogos. Picture might be a little flaky because this cable they gave me for video sucks. In fact, I should switch it with one that's better. Hold on one moment. I've got a better video cable than this one. Such a professional outfit I am over here. So you want to find out if these things work first, and then once they do, then you're like, all right, well, maybe I should use a better cable on here. So I do find this interesting, though, that it's playing this music. I'll probably get tagged for a copyright thing. But it can play MP3s, and it's supposed to be a Genesis. I mean, it's not. We know it's not, but it's using like a Genesis interface of some sort. So it's really unusual. So these are all the games, A through Z, and then it has a thing with Electronic Arts games in it. That's kind of unusual. What do we got in here? So we got FIFA 2008, Need for Speed, Pro Street, SimCity, and Sims 2. I'm just curious. I just want to look. I can search on my phone here and see if let's see. Sega Genesis Sims 2. Yeah, it looks like here it says from August 22nd, 2008, FIFA 2008, Need for Speed Pro Street, The Sims 2, and SimCity 4 now on Genesis. So all 4 of these games must have been ported to the Tectoy unit, and don't know if they ever came out with these on cartridge. I'm not doing all that research right now. Somebody out there might want to do that, but I'm sure they are available on ROMs and things now. Okay, so what's it doing here? Oh, it's just restarting. All right. Well, the output is probably flickering like that because of the wow, it's really weird. Because of the Brazilian standard, etc. I don't know why it went into Sonic. Just demoing it, I guess. But I think if you had this connected to a normal TV, it would not flicker like we're going through the encoder. But if you connect it to a normal TV, it might be in black and white. Now it's going to go back to the main screen. Oh, so the power cord away. Just tighten those up a little bit. All right, let's try and play something and see how well this plays. I think it's loading here or something. Probably that's what that says. It probably says that's in Portuguese. That's like loading. Let's see what we got here. Academia do Saber. Anniversario. It's like some Soundgarden or something playing in the background. Oblast. The arrows. They all look like pretty simple games. The Kava. Crackdown. Poor dolphin. It's like a chocolate factory. Fabrica de Chocolate. My guess is it's probably Chocolate Factory. Pretty good guess. Fantasy Pinball. Fatal Labyrinth. FICO 1. Fire Mustang. Flicky. Game Ground. I mean, I know a lot of these, and then a lot of them I'm looking at, and I'm like, I don't think those are normal ones. Let's look at this Growl. Looks like a fighter of some sort. Maybe it's just a renamed Streets of Rage or something. Potato. Growl. In the early part of the 20th century, a group of evil poachers recklessly... No. Hello, this is the Ranger. What? Understand this. We will not fit. All right. We won't get away with this. Oh, it's really flickering. Oh, shit. All right, I think there's too many. It's too many on one here. I mean, I might be tough, but come on. You can't fight 10 guys. Yeah. This guy's hard at. This guy's fucking badass. Get your fucking barrels out of here. Oh, clown men. Oh shit. Alright, that's it. Eat lead, sucker. Well, it's like moving diagonal. It's kind of weird. Oh, there's like a lion. Who do you think you are? Let's be that guy. Oh, out for that lion. Shit. What the hell's going on? Oh, I'm like beating that guy with the gun. Alright, this game's great. I don't know what this is, but this is a normal Sega game. I missed this when I was a kid. Go back up. Is that what it wants me to do? This is weird. Oh! Shit. Guys are jerks. Is the gun out of ammo or something? I guess it is. Well, so what? You're still going to eat the butt of my gun. What's that? Take that instead. Was that like a Molotov cocktail? Molotov? Mazel tov. A Mazel tov cocktail. Oh, there's like with it. Oh, what the hell? I threw like a carrot. Oh, it was like a bomb, and then I got down. Sweet. All right, well, that sort of sucks. You got ninjas know not to come to my western town. We don't take kindly to your type here. We just kick ass. A blurry screen. Jumped out of that window to die, partner. Hey, like those funny pants? Got your knife right here. Who wants some of this? I will cut you. Oh. Eat that. Oh, there's train. Oh, come on, I want the sword. This is bullshit. That's right. What's the matter? You a coward over here, blue guy? Oh! Guys are getting crazy with the weapons. Oh my god, it's so flicker, I can barely see what I'm doing. Is that like a whip? Oh, game over. All right, well, anyway, that's kind of fun. Like I said, this video flickering, I'm going to probably try and on a regular TV just to make sure that it functions properly, but I'm pretty sure it's just a matter of the Brazil. I've seen this sort of behavior before. It's just the PAL problem going through the encoder. But hey, thanks for checking out the tech toy with me. Guitar unit. It's a pretty uncommon system, but it works, and just needs to be hooked up to a regular TV. Thanks. Talk to you on the next. Okay, I tell you a little funny story about this. I have this hooked up. We looked at this a moment ago, and I think it was going to end the show. And then I said, you know what? A while ago, because I was having problems with one of the Pong systems working that was from Brazil, I was trying to find online, a television that was from Brazil, like a CRT, because, how else am I going to be able to ever look at any of these things in color? And I had not been able to find one, probably because, somebody's shipping a cathode ray tube out of Brazil. It's just ridiculous. But what I did find was a VCR. And I thought, well, I'll pull the trigger on it. It's kind of crazy, but I'm trying to preserve some of this stuff, and I kind of want it to work right. So I ordered up a VCR that was multi-format, that had support for Brazil's unusual television format, as well as their power and all that sort of thing. And so what I am able to do with the help of this VCR is I can put the leads into this and then the outputs into the converter, and the converter can then get it into color, and the VCR helps to stabilize the picture. Kind of crazy, but it works. It seems to be working. So let's check out one more game on this so we can see how this works. Now I know in the bottom right corner there's the SP0000 whatever. That's from the VCR itself. Now, normally you would be able to shut that off, but the VCR didn't come with a remote. It does have a whole bunch of controls on the unit itself, but I don't have the remote. I haven't programmed a remote for it, so I'm sure that is something that I can, push a button on and hide if I had the remote, but I don't. And since we're just testing the system right now, we're just going to let that go, and just bear with me that I am aware that that's there, but, what we're trying to do really is have the system be stable. Let's go ahead and look at the Need for Speed on here. See how they did it in the 16-bit world. Caragando. Should translate that. Need for Speed Pro Street. Sure, whatever. Yep, sounds good. Now, interestingly, that looks 3D to me. Okay, I'm trying to turn, and I'm like, I don't seem to need to push a button to accelerate. Just kind of pushing forward. I'm in 6th gear. Oh, that's oh, Jesus. What I'm thinking about while looking at this, though, is they wrote this, but I wonder, just based on how this looks, if you were to take this ROM and you were to try to play this ROM on an actual Sega Genesis, through an EverDrive, would it work? I don't know. I think no. This seems more 32X to me than it does 16-bit Genesis. I mean, it's not amazing 3D, but this still seems to be outside the Genesis's power, right? If the Genesis could have done 3D like this back in the day, it could have competed pretty handily with things like the 3DO, etc. Certainly not the PlayStation by any means, but I mean, this is definitely first generation 32-bit or 3D that we would see from like I mean, for instance, if you go back and look at early Jaguar games, a lot of them didn't have texture maps in 3D like this, like Club Drive or even the first Cybermorph. So, you know, the idea that the Genesis can do it seems unlikely. So this is probably just some sort of like, they had the power to do this and they said, well, let's put this game, you know, let's use all the horsepower that we actually have inside this system. So we'll kind of make it a more exclusive game. But I'm not sure about that. I'd like to look that up and just see what the deal is with this. This is certainly unusual to me. All right, so let's, can we quit out of this from the controller? Instructions. All right, let's hit the reset. I would also like to try the SD card out and see if that has, but I don't have anything handy right now. It's really interesting though. Like, I have to do some further research on this particular system to see what's in it. But at this point, I think like it's probably an ARM processor. It's probably, you know, from like the 2000s or something, like late 2000s, 2008, 2007, 2008, probably. I don't know if they had like an Atom processor back then or something, like a 386. Maybe it only plays MP3s off of the SD card too, you know, in order to stop piracy, etc. Yeah, that's what it's looking for. No way back. But I mean, ultimately, the video seems to be stable coming out of the VCR. What a weird combo of things I have to do to make things work. But somehow I get it. Somehow I get the stuff to go. Y'all are witnessing it. It's pretty crazy. And if there was just like a regular Brazilian, you know, converter that I could buy for a reasonable price, I'd probably look into something like that. A lot of the PC ones, or the, yeah, they just don't work very well. Thelios. All right, let's look at Rastan Saga 2. No, let's not look at that this one. Shadow Dancer, Shinobi 3. Space Harrier 2. Space Harrier 2. That's probably got a lot of sprite scaling in it. Super Thunderblade, Sword of Vermilion. I kind of remember Sword of Vermilion. Let's look at that. Garagando. Sorry, like, don't turn off the power, American. Oh, okay, sorry. Do. The other thing is like even though I'm going through all these like converters and things, like response time is pretty spot on, because the VCR is really not offering any kind of delay, and this converter pass through to the encoder pass through to the HDMI monitor, it's like very little delay. I mean, I wouldn't go into a championship or something with that kind of thing going on, but woo! Come on, speed this up. Killing me. What are we doing?
He fled with the babe to a distant village and raised the child as his own and named him Conan. The Sarkhan vowed to devote all of Cartharin's power to searching for the prince. 18 years have passed since Sarkhan began his search.
Oh, and it's one of these.
Oh, Jesus. Excuse me, ma'am. I'd like to talk to you about Jehovah's Witness. There's no one here to talk to.
Yes, because it took too long.
Come back here, woman. Hurry, Ball. Your father is failing fast. Where's my damn father at? Is he over here in this inn? No. Who's this man and why is he dancing in place? Who are you?
Your father is calling for you.
Is he in this well over here?
Hello, well.
Damn it.
Where is he? Well, that's the armor. That's the inn. I don't think my dad's in the inn. Is he in the graveyard?
Let's go talk to this old woman.
Come on. Blade is dying. Hurry.
His name is Blade. Is he a vampire? What do you want?
Hurry. Rush to your father's side.
Listen, all of you need to stop telling me what to do. I never liked my father. He was a mean man and a drunk. Potions. Where is he? Where is my father at? Move aside. This armor's hot and sweaty. Beware, young man. The world is a dangerous place. Well, you didn't have to tell me that. You there.
We're all very sorry about Blade.
Okay, well, could you tell me where Blade is? Is he in the church? Is Blade at? It's bullshit. Sorry, you can't open that. Shit. What fucking game is this? Can't go into a church on demand? Let's check the inn. Come on. Really? Everything's closed. Where am I supposed to go? Seriously. I mean, seriously. There's a river over here. There's a graveyard. That just leads to nowhere. Some guy touching himself over here in the graveyard. What are you doing? Run home, Ball. Your father needs you desperately. This is ridiculous. I don't know where home is. I got clunked in the head. Maybe it's outside the town. Alright. Can't leave. Can't leave. Can't go to the church. Can't go to the inn. Kind of doubt this diner is going to work. Nope. Can't go in the diner. Out of my way, fool. Get out of my way or I will kill you with my sword. Aha! There's a bullshit house. Woman!
Where have you been? Your father is calling for you.
Well, there better be food on the table when I get back down here. Alright, let's see what my father wants.
Blade's health failed so quickly that nothing could be done.
Did you mean you let him die? He'll come for you in the night. Ball, at last you are here. I have much to tell you. I am not your real father. You are the son of the mailman, killed by Zarkon of Carthana. As his castle burned, King Eric bade me take you and raise you as my son. Yeah, well, thanks for telling me this just while you're about to die. They told me this years ago. I hid the ring of wisdom in a cave near the village. Only this ring, your sole inheritance, can save the world. The armies of Carthena moving to conquer. It is your destiny to rescue the world from Carthena. I've saved some money for this moment. Don't buy porn with it. Instead, buy a weapon. The road will be dangerous and filled with ghoulish creatures. They will eat your brain if you're not ready. I'm sorry I had to be so silent until now. I always thought of you as my son. Don't tell your mother about that time we showed each other our private parts. King Eric would have been as proud of you as I am. Go now and remember me. Boys, avenge me! Go, you must find the ring. Oh, so everybody knows about the ring except for me. Well, that's great. Good plan, everybody. Oh my God. Where's the money? Where did he put the money at? Is it in here? You searched carefully, but you didn't notice anything unusual. Bullshit. What'd you do with the money? Janet? Did you take the money? Alas, brave Blade is dead. Well, you do something with his body. I'm out of here. It's depressing. Stand aside. I need to get some kind of weapons. No time for all you old people and your bullshit. I need to go to the inn. Just get me a sword or something. Hello, Wimpy. You must equip your weapon and armor. What am I wearing? I mean, what am I wearing right now? What is this, my skeleton? Is this my skin? You can buy weapons, armor, and shields here. What would you like to buy? I have a whole $200. Or is that how much money he has? Because it says Kim. Weird. I guess I'll buy a bronze sword. Would you like to buy it? Is bronze sword okay? Sure. Thank you, sir. Anything else for you? Yes. What would you like to buy? How about some bronze armor? Bronze armor okay? Sure. You think I'm giving this stuff away? Anything else for you? You know, I'm about to go save the world and you're being a cheap bastard. Yeah, I guess I'll take a small shield. Yeah. Anything else? No. Thanks for your business. Fuck off. Alright. Just call me Bad Attitude Ball. You have nothing to use. Put on the sword. Put on the shield. Do I have any armor? You don't have anything. I just am going out naked. I have to go to the cave. Oh, and now it's like in some crazy 3D shit. Oh, what's that? It's like a slime. Oh! What kind of combat is this? I thought for sure it was going to be like turn-based. This is nuts. Come here and meet death, blue balls of fury. Well, that was crazy. Now, how the fuck am I supposed to find this cave? Oh. More bullshit blue balls. Only got 9 hit points left. Seriously? Not like camp or something? Nah, I'm just gonna die. It's alright. I wasn't gonna really like play this game for the rest of my life or anything. Oh, what the fuck is that? Oh, run away! Ah, he's dead. Da-da-da. Arise, brave boy, I will need you, but half your money goes to the poor. This is a bullshit town if I ever heard of one. Alright, everybody, I'm done with this shit. But yeah, Tech Toy Mega Drive 4 works. Kind of cool. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.